Have you ever noticed that the people who can harness every tool they have, no matter what circumstances they find themselves in, are able to hit their goals or even exceed them day after day and year after year? I'm Panda Hershey, and I use astrology to coach entrepreneurs and their teams on how to best use their tools and talents to continually make progress in their businesses, no matter how life and the environment is changing. During the week of August 26th to September 1st, Kamala Harris will not have the momentum of the convention to buoy her. However, there is energy that she can capitalize on to continue the progress that she has been making. Let's take a look. Mercury is currently in retrograde, but on Wednesday, August 28th, it will start to move forward. And at that point, she should be crystal clear on the ideas that she needs for her platform. And as Mercury moves forward through the rest of Leo, she can continually add to it those points that she feels absolutely confident about that touch on the deeper, probably tougher topics that have not been addressed. But she should feel comfortable taking those full 2 weeks to do that. And once Mercury moves into Virgo, then she can start to hone it and tweak it and adjust it to adapt it as she needs to. Notice that this Leo energy will still be going on during the debate for both of them. So my guess and my coaching for both of them would be to not struggle to try to justify things or hone things on the spot, but to be very confident about what they do bring to the table and focus on that. From Monday to Wednesday, Venus is moving through Virgo over here, opposite this Neptune portal in Pisces, the very last degrees of Virgo. And this is the perfect time for her to tap into her trusted advisors who really understand what it is she needs to do to get right. They can give her that feedback of observation of, you have nailed this, but this is what you need to work on. With Venus moving through the last degrees of Virgo opposite this Neptune portal in Pisces, from Monday to Wednesday, she would do really well to tap into her council of advisors. These would be the voices of experience who can give her feedback and also point her in the direction of the right connections that can help her get her message right, as well as advise her on the topics that need to be part of her platform. They may also point out, here's where your platform is going to have the toughest issues, possibly with this group or that group, and here's who can help you work through that. Uranus here is stationing retrograde on September 1st. This is the energy of shifting the way she shows up in a crowd to bring people on the same page. So if she is showing up differently in a way that helps do that, she's on track. And this has been going on actually since mid-May. And once it stations retrograde, she probably has yet another week to really reinforce that, and then take the next 5 months to embody that and see how the election turns out. Finally, the sun is moving through the early degrees of Virgo during this week. And my advice to her is to save her energy in terms of honing. This is a great time to be using the Mercury energy of just getting her message out there and thinking about it and talking about it and sitting back and observing how it goes. And here's why. She's got this huge gap, and I've pointed this out in a previous video of how she experiences life, where she often will sit back and see how things go before she jumps in with all of this day-to-day energy and very deep energy to kind of close things up. But this should be a time where she isn't trying to hone. Just go and do her thinking and her talking and embody the presidential energy she's aiming for. And then the following week, she can look back on how it went and use that as the information she needs to figure out what needs tweaking. If anything, she could focus on what Team Harris could be honing, because with her and Tim, she's got some of this Virgo energy here that is within range and is, what is it that we need to do in our specific way that is just perfect? And that would be right here. And that is something that she and Tim could do together to hone what Team Harris is doing. So those are the opportunities for Kamala this week to really be confident about her platform, give herself until September 8th to really get the bits of the platform that deal with those very tough topics, and focus less on honing herself, maybe focus on honing the team, but also tapping into her advisors to know who she should be reaching out to, especially starting at the end of this week, to help her deal with some of those tougher topics. So I hope that you find this helpful. Let me know if you have any questions. And if you are ready to tap into astrology to harness these new talents you've discovered for yourself as you've been expanding your awareness this summer, check out the caption below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.